My husband came home with a few of his friends. He looked at me and said, "Can you make some tea and snacks for everyone?" I smiled politely and did everything he asked. He even brought extra food from the store, and I served it all respectfully. But after that, he kept walking outside, taking phone calls, acting strange. At that moment, I had no idea it was all planned. I didn't realize my own husband had brought those men into our home to use me. He wanted me to satisfy his friends for his own benefit. And once again, I was about to become the victim of betrayal. My name is Taslima. I'm a Bangladeshi girl. I grew up in a poor village with my parents and my older brother. After my brother got married, he moved away and started his own family. That left me alone with my mother and father. My father worked in other people's fields doing hard labor, and my mother worked in different houses just to keep food on the table. Even as a little girl, I watched them suffer every single day. I studied until 5th grade, but after primary school, my parents couldn't afford to continue my education. One day, a woman from our neighborhood came back from Dhaka during Eid holidays. She worked in a garment factory. I asked her, "Can you take me with you? I want to work." She looked at me and said, "Your mother will never allow it. You're still young." But I told her, "I want to help my parents. I want to send them money every month. I don't want them to suffer anymore." That was my dream. So, eventually, I left for Dhaka. I started working in a garment factory. After some time, I met a man there. We fell in love, and later, we got married. At first, life felt peaceful. I worked in the factory, and he did small jobs whenever he could. But life in the city was hard. Rent, food, survival. The pressure slowly destroyed our relationship. Arguments became normal, and one day, our marriage ended. But even after my marriage broke, I kept working. Because no matter what happened to me, my parents still depended on me. Later, I changed factories to escape my past, and that's where I met another man. He worked in management. He spoke kindly to me. After everything I had been through, I wanted to believe in love again. I thought maybe this time things would finally be different. But I was wrong. Very wrong. He lied to me from the beginning. Even our marriage was built on lies, fake promises, fake papers, fake intentions. But still, I stayed with him for 6 months. Then one night, everything changed. He brought several men into our apartment. I welcomed them respectfully because he told me they were important people from his office. But the way they looked at me, the way they acted, something felt wrong. I became uncomfortable. Then my husband walked back into the room and said something that destroyed me completely. He said, "They're senior people from my office. Spend some time with them. Make them happy. If you do this, I can get promoted. Our lives will become better." I froze. I looked at him and said, "I'm your wife, not something you trade for success." But he didn't care. That's when I realized this man never loved me. He was only using me. I had already lost one marriage because of poverty, and now I was losing another
because of a man with no humanity left inside him. Working in factories as a woman can be terrifying sometimes. Many women face harassment, pressure, and disgusting proposals just to keep their jobs. And if you refuse, sometimes you lose everything. Today, I still don't know what my future looks like. 2 broken marriages,
Endless betrayal, endless pain. But if there's one thing I want women to learn from my story, it's this. Please, be careful who you trust. Not everyone who says I love you truly loves you. Some people only see women as something to use. Take your time before trusting someone with your life. Protect your dignity. Protect your future. And never let anyone convince you that your worth depends on sacrificing yourself for their success. Thank you for listening to my story.